Hi, welcome back. This is my second video in a series I'm doing that I've titled Embrace Your Natural Drive to Thrive, Tap into Creativity, and Unleash Your Vitality. That's the theme of most of my video series. I just want everybody to think better, to feel better, and to live better. And these videos are all about practical, simple, inexpensive tools and ways to work with the mind and the body. So, today we're going to talk about story. But just as an intro, if you didn't see the first video, this series was inspired by Daniel Pink, his book A Whole New Mind. And Daniel Pink has written extensively about the 6 aptitudes to thrive, personally and in business during the conceptual age, which is what we're in now. We were in the information age, totally focused on the left brain attributes. And now we really need to balance out our brain with the right hand attributes because we need both. So it's all about brain balance, creativebrainbalanceprograms.com. So I'll just give a brief description of what he considers the design, story, symphony, empathy, play, meaning, the 6, and then some exercises you can do to have fun with them, and it'll help you tune into each aptitude and become more vital in your daily life by enjoying what is a natural ability. It's just that we've forgotten to use some of them, one of them, none of them. So this will be a brief update, which hopefully will get you inspired. Okay, so story. Story is absolutely fundamental to thought. It's how we remember things. Story has always been with humans to store information, to store knowledge, context, and emotion. Those 4 things are all packed into a story: info, knowledge, context, and emotion. It's a way of future casting. This is how we know what to do in the future. We cull through the past memories, the past stories, and we think, oh, last time this happened, I better not do this time, or that was really good. I think I'll go the same route, or I'll add this or that to it. And that's how we progress successfully through life, is by weighing the pros and cons, all based on the memory of our stories and the emotions that we experienced and the context of the story. Um, think about it. Your friendships are based on stories. Your bonding is based on sharing common experiences of even if you don't know someone, and you're both having the same experience with another person, you can later share your perspective and maybe more on that of other situations that were similar. And it's a way of bringing people together. Friendships are about hearing stories uh, and sharing stories, listening, a big part of story. That's an act of love. A person feels seen and heard. And our ability to honor stories and to tell stories and to live in story more often as a valuable tool definitely atrophied in the information age. And Daniel Pink talks about the evolution of us from being in the jungle to the agrarian age to then becoming more practical with coming up with tools to use into the factories, into the corporate world with a briefcase, and now into the conceptual age, which he calls the age of the artist. Uh, I have a printable on that too, so you can have a visual if you'd like. Stories are the way we learn. They're facts with emotion. Um, there is a traditional story format. I say traditional, but a well-known story format. Many people connect with Joseph Campbell, called The Hero's Journey, and that's the standard story is all about the hero's journey. They call it departure, initiation, and return. And the hero goes forth toward a goal, toward some desire he has, something she's going to do. And then the initiation is the problems, the challenges, and how she solves them. Mentors, amazing events that assist coming around into returning successfully and coming returning with the gift of his knowledge of all that he's got, the context, he's got the knowledge, he's got the info, he's got the emotion, those four things that are in story, and shares what he knows. And then the cycle happens again. So if you look at your life, you could probably see many times that you have done this hero's journey. And it would be interesting. As a matter of fact, that would be one of the exercises that will help you get into story, is reflect on your life. Let's call this the first one. Reflect on your life and think of a time when you can separate it into going forward for a desire, then having challenges and thinking, oh, why did I ever decide to do this? Or I can never get this done. And it's so hard and all that. And the mentors and the help and how you greeted that challenge, how you got through it, and then your return. You were successful, you accomplished it. What and what came out of it? It might not have been the result that you started with and the departure, but you always bring gifts back from these experiences. So the return, what gifts can you share? How did you benefit from that experience? In other words, what did you learn? But that's a cycle, it goes around and around in life. So that would be a fun thing for you to have as homework, a playful homework. Another one that's suggested is record somebody, interview them. What was the best thing you did in life? What was the scariest thing? What haven't you done yet, but you want to do? What was the most important turning point that brought you to this particular line of work? What was it that inspired you to become a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever? What was the happiest day of your life? So these very powerful questions, and it's suggested by Pink. Please record that now that we all have cell phones. That's very easy. Another one is, I've mentioned before in my videos, I'm a big fan of Lucia Capacchione's journaling method, which is journaling with the dominant and the non-dominant hand. The non-dominant hand speaks for the right side of our brain. So in this one, this would be the third exercise. Pick something, a relationship, a person, an object, doesn't matter. And with your dominant hand, which is the hand you normally write with, write out the questions, which I will give you, and they're also going to be in printables. You write the question. You don't just ask it in your head. Write the question with your dominant hand. Answer that question with your non-dominant hand, the hand that you don't normally write with. It doesn't matter if you're a lefty, just what your non-dominant hand is, the one that you don't write with normally. Okay? So anyway, ask these questions of whatever you've chosen: person, object, relationship. Who or what are you? Write out the question with your dominant hand. Answer with your dominant hand. Answer it with your non-dominant. Ideally, use 2 colors, but you don't have to. Who or what are you? Second question. Write out, how do you feel? What causes you to feel this way? How may I help? What are you here to tell me? Is there more that you'd like to say? Now, your answers will be coming from your emotional side, your inner child, your imagination. It can be very surprising. They're not coming from the logical side of the brain. The non-dominant hand is calling from the right side of your brain. So be open for surprises and things that you don't expect. Very informative and very truthful. So there you go. 3 exercises for story. Thanks for joining me. CreativeBrainBalancePrograms.com. The videos are on my website and also on my Facebook page. Take care, and I'll be back.